Hello everyone, welcome back to our another episode of ArcGIS. Previously we have learned about the basic user interface of ArcGIS and defining map projections, and also we have learned about georeferencing. So in this video we will learn a new things which is digitizing. So what is digitizing? Digitizing is the process of converting a image map or raster data file map to vector file. So in this video we will learn how to vectorize or how to digitize a map. Here we can see a map which is already georeferenced, so we don't need to georeference it once again. Now let's begin to make it digitized. So first of all we need to go to our catalog, and here we can see our connected folders. Here we need to create a save file first. To create a save file, we need to select the folder and go to new. Here we can add a folder for the new save files. Here we are adding this new save file. New folder is created. Now we are going to create a save file. So first of all we need to select this folder first, then going to new and going to new save file. Yes, we are going to provide a name here. Yes, and underscore polygon. Okay, so there is an options for selecting picture types. We are going to select the polygon options, and here is the spatial reference options. Select the BTM form. Okay, pressing it OK, and now once again pressing the OK. Here in the layer options we can see options for polygons. Now we are going to add another save file for polyline. Yes, same process. Feature types polyline and edit BTM. Okay, there are two options created here, one for polyline and one for polygon. Our save file is created. Now we will vectorize these things. So first of all we need to go to the editor options, pressing the start editing. Okay, so there are two formats, one for polygon and one for polyline. Now we are going to select the polygon options and continue these things. Okay, so after doing these things we need to open a create features options. If the create feature is not opened automatically, we can add it by clicking creating features here. If we want to draw polygons, there will be options here which is creating features. We need to go to select this polygons options, and here we can see some other tools: polygon, rectangle, circular and other. Now we can draw a polygon by clicking like this. Yes, end of this point, double clicking the mouse. Yes, now the polygon is created. Yes, our first polygon is created. So now we can add another polygon by like this. Our second polygon is prepared, and here we can see there are two polygons, but we don't need to create another polygons like this process. Undo these things by clicking Ctrl Z, going to select the auto complete polygons and pressing the first point like this and clicking, double clicking. Yes, this is a automatic process to add another polygon. We can also draw a polygon by tracing method. So if we want to trace these lines, and first of all we need to select this point, going like this, here, 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 and now selecting the tracing options. Yes, tracing the roads and double clicking this. Now our path is selected and another polygon is created by the tracing method. We can also cut our polygons or slicing this. So first thing we need to do is drawing like this. Here we can cut these polygons and divide this into two different polygons by going cut polygons tools and clicking one point and another point by double clicking this. And yes, if we select these individuals polygons, we can cut these things. And there are also another options for reshape the features tools. We can also reshape our polygons by these tools. First thing we need to do is select any kind of polygons and then going to select reshape features tools, placing clicking like this, the endpoint, double click, and yes, Here we can see our polygon is reshaped right now. Some of the cases this feature may not work because of different kind of projection systems. If it's not working, we need to do is creating another data frame and copying this all these things to the another data frame, and if we do these things like this process, I think it will work. We can also shift our vertex point. So in this case here we actually cannot see the vertex point, so we need to select the snapping window toolbox, snapping toolbox here, and then if we going to edit vertex, here we can see the all the vertex points. So if we select any one and dragging these things like this, double clicking, yes, we can edit or shift our vertex point. Now we will discover another things, and we are going to add a polygons here, and if we add another polygon, if we going to select these things, we actually cannot select this middle things. The main problem is we cannot select the individual features, so we can separate these things. So here we can do a things to going to the attribute tables, selecting the middle point. We will go here and going to clip these things. Yes, there are two options, preserve options and discard options. Now we're going to select the discard options, 0.00, and yes. Now if we select the outer side, we can select these things, and we can also select the middle points, which are now different from each other. We can also delete these things. Yes, and this is all about the polygons features. Here are some other options also. You guys can discover these things. Now we're going to stop editing options, save edits. Yes, we're going to save these things and then stop editing. And we can also draw this kind of polygons by the polylines options. We need to go to start editing once again and select the polyline options, continue, and then selecting the polylines options. Now we'll draw polylines like this. Here we can see a polygons here, but there is a problem. This is now in a line format. We need to convert these things. First of all, we need to save our edit options and then stop it. Now we will go to the toolbox, toolbox options, going to data management tool, features, and features to polygon options. Double clicking this, and here we can see a input features options. We can go here, go over connected folders, polylines options, add these things, and selecting the folder options, we're going to another name polygon 2. Okay, save these things and pressing it. Okay, now our feature is converted to polygons, so we don't need to draw all these sections by polygons options. We can draw it in polylines options, and after doing all these things, we can easily convert these things to polygons, which is a very easy process rather than the polygon options. Our last thing is we need to define our cells name. In this case, we need to go to the attribute tool first, and we can do it manually by clicking like this. Here we can see, for example, 1 and 2, 3. So this is a manual options. We can rename our features manually like this, but there is an interesting plugin for this, so we don't need to do these things manually like this. So we need to install the plugin first, which is +1. So in my PC, which is already installed, I don't need to install these things. And after installing these things, we need to go to the customize options, and if we go into the add manager, we will see the +1 is installed, and then going to customize mode, and then going to commands options, then add in controls, selecting the +1 options and dragging these things whatever you want. So in my PC, which is already selected here, so I don't need to cover these things. Yes, so you can drag these things and place it whatever you want. Okay, so closing these things. So first thing, we need to open the +1 and select the ID, the initial, selecting the initial value. For example, we're going to place these things to 0, 1. Okay, so pressing the go, and now selecting any cells to 1, 2, and now if we place these things 2, 3, 4. So this is a automatic options for renaming our features. So if we going to the attribute tables, yes, our features names is now defined automatically by +1 tables. So this is all about the digitizing process of manually. So in our next video we will learn about the semi-automatic digitization process, which is very fantastic, and we don't need to do these things manually like this. So see you in next video. Take care.